The United Arab Emirates or UAE currently has 50 different roller coasters. Over 90% of them have opened after 2010, as both Dubai and Abu Dhabi have experienced a major theme park boom. These two cities have received several highly themed parks. A good chunk of them are indoors, but they still feature notable roller coasters, with the largest ones often being built outdoors. This includes what was once the world's fastest roller coaster in Formula Rossa, several unique intimate roller coasters, one large wood coaster, and a plethora of themed indoor coasters. In this video, I will rank the country's top 20 roller coasters. I have been fortunate enough to have ridden most of the country's major coasters. There are 3 major ones I am missing, so you will not see them on this list. I have not been back to Motion Gate ever since the Now You See Me spinning coaster and the John Wick Free Spin have opened. Both these rides likely will have placed towards the bottom of the list. The other notable one I'm missing is the Jai Sledder Mountain Coaster, which looks awesome as it weaves down a cliff. Number 20, Rocket Cycles at Adventureland. This is a rare Zamperla motorbike coaster with a lift hill. This one has a really cool location, winding above this indoor park. You mostly pass over flashy arcade games, so the visuals are sensory overload. The twists and turns are quick, especially in that straddle position, but they are relatively light on the forces. And this ride is on the shorter side, but they at least offer 2 laps per ride. Number 19, Dubai Drone at Play DXB. This Gerstlauer spinning coaster is another with a shorter layout. Since this coaster is in the upper floor of a multi-story complex, the hairpin turns at the start offer some great views, but the highlight is the second half. There are 2 sudden and zippy drops. I just wish this ride spun more. Even in an off-balanced car, I only had a slow and sporadic rotation. Number 18, Predator at IMG Worlds of Adventure. This Gerstlauer Eurofighter is a clone of Falcon at Dunrail and Untamed at Canopy Lake Park. I love the extreme ejector airtime and the beyond vertical drop. Then the vertical loop and barrel roll offer some lovely hang time. Unfortunately, the remaining turns are jolty. Combined with the over-the-shoulder restraints, it is possible to hit your head on this one. Number 17, Tom and Jerry Swiss Cheese Spin at Warner Bros. World Abu Dhabi. This is an enclosed Zamperla spinning coaster. This one has a twisted layout as you whiz past oversized blacklit cutouts. You get a solid spin throughout, but the best part is the brake run. While you wait for the station to clear, the vehicles spin like a top. It is comically crazy. It is the one ride where I actually hope my train stacks. Number 16, Fast and Furious at Warner Bros. World Abu Dhabi. This intimate family invert has a nearly identical layout to the Vekoma 395-meter family suspended coaster, except this one has shorter trains and subsequently tighter elements. The first drop is in the dark and very whippy, then the turns and helixes pull some G's. It is also visually exciting because you pass over the midway and around elaborate rockwork. Number 15, Bandit Bomber at Yas Waterworld. This is the world's only Vekoma splash party. This is meant to be an interactive invert where you have water guns and water bombs to fire at onlookers, all while you're being bombarded by water effects. But these features were disabled for me. Instead, this was an ultra-scenic roller coaster in the mold of Pepsi Orange Streak at Nickelodeon Universe. You wind around the central mountain and countless water slides. You have some great near misses, and there are 2 or 3 abrupt dips mixed in offering a surprise tummy tickle. Number 14, Dragon at Legoland Dubai. This is the best Dragon coaster layout. It is a near clone of the ones found at the Germany, New York, and Asian locations. Per usual, this ride starts with a cute dark ride sequence. You have colorful and stylized medieval scenes. Then, you head outdoors for a sneaky, forceful layout. The low turns and helixes offer some genuine positive Gs, and it is definitely possible to gray out when combined with the extreme heat. Number 13, Turbo Track at Ferrari World. This is a weird shuttle launch coaster from Intamin. It starts with a nice LSM launch. You then fly over a bunny hill with ample floater airtime before being propelled up a hypersized twisted spike. This offers oodles of weightlessness as you poke out the top of the building. You can ride forwards or backwards, and I strongly recommend the latter. The airtime hill hits harder, and the view looking down at the roof on the spike is dazzling. Number 12. Fiorano GT Challenge at Ferrari World. This is a unique racing coaster from Maurer. Each side has 4 punchy launches. This is followed by a series of flat turns loaded with laterals. It is an odd design choice, but I think it's done to simulate racing. Speaking of which, this ride really gets your competitive juices flowing. You run along, over, and under the other track the whole way through. I wish there was a good drop or two mixed in, but otherwise it's a blast. Number 11. Dragon Gliders at Motion Gate. This mock-powered coaster is very similar to Arthur at Europa Park. Themed to How to Train Your Dragon, this ride starts with an extended dark ride sequence. You pass some large physical sets and screens that of course feature dragons. Then the ride culminates in an aerial tour of the land. It is fun visually, and you get some sudden spins to add a smidge of thrills. Number 10. Madagascar Mad Pursuit at Motion Gate. This is an enclosed Gerstlauer Infinity coaster. It starts with an intense LSM launch. You then have some wild turns in the dark. Just brace yourself because these are rather rough. The first half also throws in a few very good airtime moments. However, the second half is quite tame, so the overall pacing feels very uneven. Number 9. Spider-Man Doc Ock's Revenge at IMG Worlds of Adventure. This mock spinning coaster is a clone of Sierra Sidewinder. This is a fun layout anyway with a sneaky forceful second half, but this one is far superior because it is enclosed. This enhances the sense of speed and disorientation. Then you also spin a ton. With this park's low attendance, you often have your own car, leading to off-balance rides that have you spinning like a top. Number 8. Hala Madrid at Real Madrid World. This GCI wood coaster looks amazing. It was advertised as having the most airtime of any wood coaster. However, not every hill hits. Half of them have no air. The other half have very weak airtime. It also does not help that the attendants staple hard. I do applaud this ride's length and pace, and the start is fantastic. The first drop is one of the best in any wood coaster, offering plentiful flagector airtime. Then the following speed hump offers a good pop as well. I just wish the subsequent elements were this powerful. Number 7. Capital Bullet Train at Motion Gate. This is a mock swing launch coaster. The 2 forwards launches are comically weak, but the backwards one has okay power, and the spike is nice weightlessness. But the main layout is where this ride truly shines. The vertical loop and barrel roll have phenomenal hang time. Then you have some forceful turns and a few decent airtime pops. It is not an overly long ride, but it is satisfactory. Number 6. Storm Coaster at Dubai Hills Mall. This is the prototype intimate vertical launch coaster. That vertical launch has some oomph and it feels weird in a good way. Then you get a powerful surge of ejector airtime at the top. The rest of the layout winds its way around the edge of a cylindrical dome. It is a wonderfully trippy setting, especially at night with the lights, but it does limit the elements. That being said, I love the extreme hang time on the 2 dive loops, and the steep plunge midway through offers great ejector airtime in the back car. And this ride also has a fun pre-show beforehand as a bonus. Number 5. Mission Ferrari at Ferrari World. This is the only SFX coaster from Dynamic Attractions to ever open. This ride was infamously delayed 8 years due to its complexity and is still extremely problematic, but it's a very cool experience when it functions properly. The ride is nicely themed with a mix of moving physical props and crisp screens. Then the coaster elements are good as well. The visible camelback is decent, and that corkscrew is very whippy, but the best parts are the hidden trick elements. I won't spoil them here, but some of them have surprising force and really caught me off guard. Go in blind if possible. Number 4. Velociraptor at IMG Worlds of Adventure. This mock launch coaster is a clone of Blue Fire. The initial launch is decent, then the ride is a well-rounded layout. It just does not have the intensity of the rides in the top 3. This coaster has some respectable airtime pops and 4 inversions. The first 3 inversions offer hang time. Then the final Heartline roll offers violent inverted airtime and laterals. This is one of the better inversions out there. Number 3. Flying Aces at Ferrari World. This intimate hypercoaster may be the best steel coaster for laterals. If you sit on an edge seat, you get crazy laterals on any directional change. Several moments had my torso hanging over the edge of the train due to the super low sides. Then this coaster also has a few good ejector hills in the first half. It is surprisingly light on negative Gs in the second half, as it instead leans into those laterals start to finish. Then the finale also has a rare inversion for the genre, a very floaty Heartline roll that flows nicely. Number 2. Formula Rossa at Ferrari World. This is the best intimate accelerator coaster. The hydraulic launch is exhilarating. You are rocketed to 149 miles per hour or 240 kilometers per hour in less than 5 seconds. The initial yank is strong, but the second one halfway down the launch feels out of control. Your face will be involuntarily flapping. While there is a trim on the first hill, the coaster still has plenty of speed. The low turns have good positive Gs, then the S-hills and bunny hills offer nice sustained floater airtime. I love how this coaster has plenty of length, unlike most of the other intimate accelerator coasters that end in a flash. And coming in number 1 is Manta at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi. This is a smaller intimate blitz coaster, but has plenty of power and length. It feels like a baby Velocicoaster. There are 3 fun launches. Then, there are nearly 20 airtime moments. The quantity and quality is excellent. Several of them are strong ejector pops. Mixed in are 4 inversions, most of which offer inverted airtime and laterals simultaneously. I love the rapid fire pacing. Elements come in quick succession anyway, but the theming along the course further amplifies the speed. Those are my 20 favorite roller coasters in the United Arab Emirates. What are your favorite coasters in the UAE? Or if you haven't been, what is your most anticipated coaster in the country? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.